The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And how about Patrick Mahomes trying the process of winning back-to-back Super Bowls? And here's the first step. Just getting back to the playoffs is difficult. For a team that just won the Super Bowl, he's led his team back. Another scintillating season, a tremendous player, and his team rallies around him. He may have to win one more game in the playoffs this year in order to get a second ring, but he believes he's up to the task, as is his team.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Here's Mahomes to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Down to the 25. Avery Williamson there to make the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's second.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Edwards-Helaire, the ball carrier.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They're led out by their quarterback, the former Baylor Bear. It's RG3.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pick.
That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown.
To number 19.
Juju Smith-Schuster there to make the grab. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10.
And now back out comes the offense. And, of course, you know, you wondered who would be that team this year to get the number 2 seed because, remember, as we all know in the past, they'd be home on the couch right now getting ready for the divisional round.
That is an excellent point. Instead now, they're playing for their playoff lives, and they can't worry about the idea that, well, in the past, we wouldn't be playing this weekend. The bottom line is, as the number 2 seed, you do have to play. The good thing, you have the home field advantage. They need to go ahead and play to that level.
And you just know that before the season, they were like everybody else thinking, oh, 7 playoff teams, yeah, add an extra one. That sounds great. And then you find out, oh, wait, we're the number 2 seed that has a disadvantage. Not as happy right now. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey.
Mahomes pass.
Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8.
Brings up second and 2 at the 41-yard line.
On second down, it's Williams. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On second and 15 now. Mahomes completes it to Hardman. The ball comes out, and it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Mahomes pass complete. Fumble on the play.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Steelers.
On first and 10 is Connor. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up second and
To throw is RG3. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Dancing to his left. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
on the tackle.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Now it's Griffin. The quick slant caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
From 6 yards away. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
Extra point now by Boswell. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown.
Chiefs, nothing.
Damn.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And out come the Chiefs now. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And 5.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Mahomes pass intended for Mecole.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
This is taken at the 18. A little juke. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse.
And that's caught at the 25. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory.
It's a gain of 53.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Chase Claypool there to make the grab. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
21-0 our score after 1. Second and 7. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now here's Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. 50 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
The extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
To kick off for Kansas City.
To return, it's Cam Sutton. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
The Steelers take over.
Players spotlight time now. Robert Griffin III. And it's been a good game for him to this point, Charles. They're winning on the scoreboard. They got to be feeling pretty good.
And it's always fun for them when they're not just winning on the scoreboard, but they're contributing in a big way. You see him throwing touchdown passes, watching this video here. It's got to be a fun time for him and a relaxed time because nothing is pressing.
Relaxed, cool, calm, collective, all those things describing him right now. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he stopped immediately there.
James Conner.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want... Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point.
The receiver just comes out.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Bring it! And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Robert Griffin III now gears up to lead this offense again. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as he'll be left with a 3rd and long. Now Connor on the toss left side. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
11 yards there, 1st down. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Cameron Hayward able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Robert Griffin III now gears up to lead this offense again. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. 2nd and 10 now. Griffin. Ebron with it over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play, first down. He's going to launch it for Washington. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Washington, 56 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes, throw right side, complete to Williams. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing is Mahomes on third. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That is caught by Williams for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, 40 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Kickoff for Kansas City.
Sutton now to return. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the receiving team.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Sutton on the return. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Chase Claypool, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. To throw again. Griffin going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's caught inside the 30. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead.
31, Chiefs 28.
So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Here's Mecole Hardman. So we're at halftime. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick, please? Thank you.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
All right, let's go. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Connor. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Griffin to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. A good pickup there, a 22. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And ultimately, this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Got her on first down. Not going to get a whole lot. Maybe a couple. Second down coming up.
At the 18-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh? Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. He'll buy some time right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
34, Chiefs 28.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps a deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side. I
would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he goes out right around the 39. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
Mahomes pass.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Mahomes firing complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And again, it's Mahomes. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Taken down.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Personal fouls, roughing the passer, defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Mahomes. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes looking sideline, incomplete.
Mahomes pass. Thrown away and incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally.
He's got him in. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Here's Connor. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target, and it's 3rd down.
7 yards to go.
To throw is RG3. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, again to Connor. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
end of the third quarter.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Griffin. Finding room to the 20. Completion here to Claypool. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
Chase Claypool. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Boswell good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
Stop you there and we win.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick.
Mahomes intercepted by the Steelers.
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
After the interception, here's Griffin. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Conner there to make the grab. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you're talking about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes wide open as Watkins. He's got him. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 66 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Sutton now to return. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Antonio Callaway taking it in. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
Cameron Sutton on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They start the drive with Connor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
On 2nd and 9, Griffin. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Connor, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And now here comes Kansas City. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Dontari Poe, his 2nd sack of the night.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes quickly to Kelsey. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
That's good.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Mahomes going to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd down at the Steelers' 16-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. The quick slant caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 6 yards away. And now if the Chiefs hit the PAT, they will take the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Sutton now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
Players spotlight time now. Robert Griffin III.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, Barbados with the hustle pockets,
the Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The drive will start with Connor. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
Connor, the Steeler ball carrier, brought down at the 30-yard line.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Connor. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
The ball carrier
decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Griffin to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. He's got it at the 15. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now RG3. Eluding the pressure right. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. Here's Griffin. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 7, 57 seconds to go. They need a touchdown here to try to force overtime, but they've got the support of this playoff record crowd. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Mahomes. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson.
Mahomes' pass intercepted by the Steelers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.